Yo, what's up, it's your boy ClickPoint XX here, and welcome back to another Storytime video. Now, in this video, we're actually going to be taking a break from the whole matching stories thing, because I told that the past 2 episodes, and I decided I want to do something different. So I'm going to tell my most embarrassing story, possibly of my entire life. I mean, I've had a lot of embarrassing stories, but I think this is probably the worst. I mentioned it briefly in my 100 subscriber Q&A, which I think was actually a year ago now, holy fuck. But, so this is the story of how whenever I was in P7, which is like the last year of primary school or elementary school for you Americans. I don't know why I said primary school, because for I said this to explain it to Americans, but I still said primary school instead of elementary school. I'm fucking stupid. But yeah, in my last, in P7, we were doing a play called Go for Gold. And it's like a weird play to do with the Olympics. It has like Greek mythology and all in it, so guys like Zeus and all. It was a fucking terrible play, but it was fun to work on. Like, I liked the whole behind the scenes thing of. I think it's where I got my love for performing, because I love to perform it. I love singing all the songs. Obviously, I didn't get any solo songs on it. It was just like a whole choir type thing, and I got to open up the show, so that was cool. But anyway, that's not the point. So whenever we were told to change into our outfits, because at one point this is all we were working for, because let's be fair, in P7 you're not really doing any work, it's just to prepare you for high school, so it was just sort of a fun year, so all we were ever really doing was working on the play. So we were told to change, so how would happen was the guys would change in the classroom, and the girls would change in the cloakroom, which was actually like the backstage area of where the stage was in the dining hall, in the fucking... in the hall, which is also connected to the dinner hall, but they could also be separated. This isn't important information. Why am I telling this? Why am I telling you this? So we were sent into the cloakroom to get our bags, but mine was trapped under a whole bunch of... I don't know why I said trapped. It was stuck under a whole bunch of shit, right? So I was trying to pull my bag out, but by this point, all the other guys had gotten out of the cloakroom. So while I was trying to get my bag out, all the girls had gone in, and the teacher came in and didn't fucking see me and told the girls to start getting changed. And I was like, wait a minute, what do I do? But I was way too shy to speak up and say, wait, I'm still in here. So I was just standing there while they were starting to get changed. And then one of them spotted me. And they all, thankfully, they were all still decent. Oh my God, thinking back to this. Here's a fact about me. Whenever I think back on my most embarrassing moment, it's actually like I'm transported back to the moment. So I'm like reliving it right now. It's like in my mind, it's weird. And then one of them screamed out loud, and I had a bit of a mental breakdown and said, yo, bitch, the fuck? Am I invisible? I didn't curse or anything, obviously, because I was way too like shy back then to actually do that. Or maybe I did, actually. I don't remember. I said something like, well, am I invisible to all of you? And I had a friend who was in there. I had a friend who was a girl. And afterwards, he came up to me. Like, she was damn near crying. Like, saying, oh, you have so many friends and all this. And then she brought up, like, Cool Cat, Stitch Waffles, Niall, because I was friends with Niall back then. Wait, no, I don't even know if I was. Me and him have gone through, like, periods of being friends and not being friends multiple times. It's a mess. But, And I remember thinking to myself, yo, why is she taking that so seriously? I was angry. I don't know, I'm embarrassed. I was just frustrated. And she's taking this so fucking seriously. But anyway, that was interesting. But that's not even the worst part of it. It actually happened again, not to me, but to somebody else. And this was this was really interesting. Now, this person, I don't really talk too much. I've spoken to him a couple of times, like in the past year, so I don't speak to him much. But yeah, so he was told to go. He had to go into the cloakroom to get something, but 3 of the girls had been sent in there to change because I think they were doing something, but he didn't know that. So he walked in while they were getting changed. Changed. That sounds like I'm talking about money here, but while they were getting changed, and he came out. And he was like, oh God, he looked so embarrassed. But then this other dude walked up to him, one of the other guys walked up to him and said, you pervert, you creep, you... What did you see? Which is legitimately one of the funniest things I think anyone's ever said to somebody in that situation. And the guy said, nothing. Honestly, I don't know if I believe him. To this day, I'm not sure if I believe him. But, I mean, I do believe him, but I don't believe him, if that makes sense. So, yeah, that was definitely interesting. That was a fun play, man. That was definitely a fun play. I have a lot of interesting memories from primary school, which I could probably tell. There was a trip we went on at the very end. I could probably tell the entire story off, because that was definitely very interesting. But for now, that's all I'm really going to tell. I know this was a much shorter video compared to my other story times, but I thought it was an interesting story to tell. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, give a comment in the comment section below telling me what your most embarrassing moment is, if it's not too private, obviously. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.